All right, good morning to everybody. It is 6:40 on Saturday morning, August 7th, and today we are going to get the Kubota L2350 fired up, and we're going to get the 3-point carryall off of it, and we're going to put the Land Pride rototiller on it, and we're going to go out back here and rototill up our food plot for the fall. Now, I did rototill it up in the spring, but I didn't plant nothing, but there is some clover and some scab rye that have grown in from being tilled under from last fall. So we are going to get the Kubota fired up and get the tiller on it, and we're going to do some rototilling. Now we got to go over to our buddy Jake's house today and do some tilling for him too. I don't know if I'm going to bring the camera for that or not, but I'll take you along here with us in the backyard as we get back there and we do some rototilling on our food plot. Now we'll rototill it in, and we'll probably plant some rye because the deer didn't really care for that clover. Every food plot picture I got last year on the deer cameras, they were always in their rye. They didn't really mess around too much with that clover, and it's got to be the right atmosphere for that to grow. So it didn't take off as good as I wanted to last fall. So we're gonna stick with the rye. They like that, and we're gonna get that planted out back here today. And we got rain coming for the next 3-4 days. It looks like after tomorrow. So we'll get it planted and tilled up today. And that'll be good for the rain, since we haven't had hardly any rain this summer in a big drought. So and I don't have irrigation back there. So stick with us here, and we'll have some fun on this Saturday morning, and we'll show you how we take you along on this food plot, rototilling and planting. This is what I tilled in the spring. This is just some scab rye. It really kind of just didn't come up because I didn't plant nothing, but it was came up from what was tilled in a little bit here and there. And then here's the clover. That actually came in better than I thought for not doing nothing. You know, no planting or nothing. So, and then there's the deer tower there. So we'll get this tilled in and planted, and it'll look a lot better. Here's that watering hole I put in last year. You can see that video back from last spring. But like I said, the frogs, they love this. They still hang out here. So we're gonna get the we're gonna get this tilled in, and we're gonna make it look a lot better. Get it ready for fall, since it is the first week of August, but the leaves will start turning, and temperatures will start getting colder here real soon, within the month. So we can't wait for that. This heat has been terrible this summer. So let's get this tilled in. right, now we got a half a bag of rye here. It should be enough to do all this. We'll do it enough, it'll spread and thicken up here to do our food plot here. And we're gonna get this rye spread out, and then we're gonna rake it in, and then hopefully this rain the next couple days really helps us out, and it's growing here in a week or two. So stick with us here and we'll get this rye spread out. All right, we got all that just slightly raked in. You can still see a little bit on the top here, but we just got a little dirt over the top of it, help it grow a little bit. The rain looks like it's coming late Sunday night, so we got another day or so before it rains, which will be good. Then Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, it looks like it's gonna be really hot, humid, and wet. So that'll help this take off before the cooler temperatures come in the fall here in about another month. So that'll start growing real nice before the fall. This is the time of the year in Western Michigan you want to start thinking about getting your food plots tilled up and planted the first or second week of August to give them time to get growing and build in the ground before the cooler temperatures come and slows things right down. So that's the food plot here. I'll flip you around and show you. We got all that rototilled in and planted with rye and slightly over raked, so there's a little bit of dirt, a dusting on top of the seed. And then over here, last year where we did all clover, is all rye again, planted and scarified on there with dirt. So that will be good, and we'll keep you updated as this grows, and we'll check back in with you here later this week to see if anything's coming up. Now, we did plant some rye at work on a drainage ditch, and it didn't take very long for that to start coming up, a couple days. So hopefully this starts coming up and getting the root system built up. So like I always say, if you like what you see, please hit that like button, subscribe. We got more firework videos coming up. We're gonna do some stash updates as we get back into the shopping mode for the 4th of July 2022. We got more tractor videos coming up as the fall comes and the cooler temperatures build in, so we can actually get outside and do something without getting bit up by deer flies and mosquitoes and sweating too bad. And we'll keep you updated on all that as we move along here. So we're going to get back into the videos weekly as the cooler temperatures come in and we can actually get outside and do something besides going to the cottage or sitting in the AC. So we got this done. It's only took about an hour and a half. It's only 8:30 now, and we started just before 7. And about an hour and a half total of work time as you guys know, it does take time to move the cameras around and mess around with that. So now we'll go get the tractor put away and start working on some other projects here in the yard before it gets too hot. Today it's supposed to be in the high 80s with the humidity up in the oppressive zone. So we'll get that taken care of before it gets too hot and we don't want to do nothing. So thanks for always tuning in, and we'll see you guys on the next go around.